The Super Bowl is almost here, so it's time to do the annual tradition of ranking the top 10 players in the Super Bowl based on how good they were in college. And let's start with the honorable mentions. We've got Nakobe Dean at Georgia, who was an absolute animal, one of the best defensive players in college football when he played. Hollywood Brown at Oklahoma, who had 2 insane seasons and then dipped. Juju Smith, who at USC just absolutely cooked defenses in the Pac-12. Matt Araiza, who was a great punter at San Diego State, won the award for best punter in all of college football. Kenny Pickett at Pitt, who exploded into a Heisman candidate in his final season. And then A.J. Brown, who was a beast against SEC defenses. Coming in at number 10, we have FAU, hailing from Kansas State. He racked up over 20 sacks across his career and was a fantastic player that received many Big 12 honors. Coming in at number 9, we have Cooper DeJean, who did the unthinkable and was an elite white cornerback as well as a fantastic special teams player. Coming in at number 8, we have Landon Dickerson, who started his career at Florida State but went to Bama and found a ton of success being a consensus All-American in his senior year. Coming in at number 7, we have DeAndre Hopkins, who had a slower start to his career at Clemson, but in his final season had 18 touchdown receptions. Coming in at number 6, we have Patrick Mahomes, who has arguably more impressive numbers than anyone on this list, but it was because he was in an air raid offense where they were just letting him sling that football. Extremely entertaining to watch. He was a beast at Texas Tech. Coming in at number 5, we have Jalen Carter. He was an elite defensive tackle at Georgia that could just wreck games, and anytime he was on the field, you had to account for him. Coming in at number 4, we have Jalen Hurts. He began his career at Alabama, where he eventually lost the job to Tua, but then he goes to Oklahoma and just transforms into an even better player. If he existed in an era with less quarterback talent, he probably would have won a Heisman Trophy. Coming in at number 3, we have Saquon Barkley. He was elite at running back at Penn State, just making ridiculous play after ridiculous play and making Big Ten defenses look absolutely silly. Coming in at number 2, we have Jordan Davis. This defensive tackle finished 9th in Heisman voting, which is extremely impressive for the position. He won the award for best defensive player and was pretty much consensus the best defensive player in football. And if the politics were different with the Heisman Award, he probably should have won. Coming in at number 1, we have Devonta Smith, the Slim Reaper. This dude, from the moment he stepped in the field, you knew he was going to be special. He started off his freshman season by having the walk-off game winner in the national title game. His final season, he goes for over 2,000 yards against only SEC and playoff competition. A ridiculous feat that I don't know if we'll ever see again. He was truly a guy that could take over a football game.